There was a coworker there that I really did not get along with.
What did the person do?
She acted like she was my boss, so she tried to tell me what to do, how to do it. We feel comfortable saying, hey, you're not my boss, you can't tell me what to do.
台湾被封过劳之岛，年平均总工时全球第4。台湾劳工真的这么惨吗？来看看其他国家又有哪些辛酸血泪呢
Have you ever encountered any people that make you so crazy?
Yes, in America, I don't buy anything for work. Everything at work from the company. But the coworker thought Taiwan is different, so she was telling me to buy my own things. I said no, so I really did not like that coworker.
有一个员工，他自己好像交了男朋友，他就觉得他有靠山的，结果大摆烂，连我进去办公室，他都给我趴在那边睡觉，上班时间。
这样你怎么对付他？
我就是那种被欺负的老板，就算看着他在那边睡觉，我也不敢跟他说起床，我就让他在那里睡觉。
晚安，马卡巴卡。
If the factor don't meet your expectation, what will you do?
I looked internally at the company and saw if I could move somewhere else or if there were other opportunities there.
某一部分会忍着，那如果真的忍不下去的话，可能才会反应这样。
What will you do? Like talk to your boss, or you will just...
My bosses don't have my bosses say to me, this is your business.
What the reason make you quit?
If my boss doesn't listen to me and says, do it anyway, I don't care what you say, I don't care what you think, a good boss should always listen to their workers. Maybe they disagree, that's okay, I respect that. But if they say, no, do it that way, then I'm not happy.
你该不会想跟我们人事部的大哥谈一谈吧？
老板管太多，因为我前一个老板他就是个性比较古板，他会不准员工中午一起吃午餐，不准一起出去，他觉得员工聚在一起就是讲他坏话。
你只能讲好的，不能讲坏的。
Satisfied with payment, time.
It's just long hours, no time to relax, taking work home.
Quit the job if they don't like the job.
I had been away from New York for a long time. I lived in Asia for 8 years. It was time to move back to the US.
As long as the stress is the top, then you have the mental health issues, then
How companies treat their employees.
What did you mean?
Well, I think that's if like a company treats you more a number instead of a person. This much salary per year, we expect this out of you, not considering the entire human.
对于员工离职，老板这样说
I think it's like I'm a good boss. I can say that. So it's like I don't give pressure to my employees actually, but I know sometimes they have problems. If he's go, like what I'm gonna lose, I will keep him. You cannot make everybody happy. We cannot give everyone. You need to be out of 10 people. We should be like, see you, you know.
我陪你哈拉，你会给我加薪吗？
Will you choose to quit a job without having the next job?
It just depends. If you're really not happy with it, I would just leave. And then just everything will always work out. However, you know, some people are different. Some people will quit a job when they have a new job lined up. But if you're not happy, leave the job.
Don't quit.
I quit.
no, that's not possible.
Why?
That's not fair. I mean, no matter what is the situation or how bad is the situation, I think if you have some project with you or a responsibility, it's necessary to finish it.
I would probably like to have that backup plan in place prior. I don't think I would move position to position without having one.
It's okay to change if you don't like your job. You can finish one to try to get another one. I'm still young, donc yes, I can take this possibility. But I think if you have kids or things like this, it may be harder.
세상이 정말 넓어서 여기 말고도 다른 데에서 일을 하면은 어떨까라는 생각이 든다면 나갈 수 있을 것 같아요.
And why did you choose to research in Taiwan?
I finished my PhD in Japan, and then I was looking for a job. Then I find opportunity in Taiwan, so I just come to Taiwan.
Do you know about the working environment in Japan?
I think Japan working is still more stress because of the way they work, the culture, how it is in the office. But I think in Taiwan it's more open, the US system. So maybe not so stressed as in Japan.
Get a comparison between the working environment in Taiwan and in the US?
The offices that I saw looked pretty reminiscent to what you'd see in the United States.
People in Taiwan work really hard, very committed. They don't just show up late and whatever, work for a little while and then go home. People in the US also are hardworking, but it's different because the atmosphere is a little more casual, right? A lot of companies have the work from home, part-time in the office, part-time at home. I know in Taiwan now you have this too, but In the US, this kind of working style is, I think, more accepted because people have a more casual attitude about work. Not that they're not serious about work, but just in Taiwan, it's a little more like you have to follow the rules, you know, that kind of thing. Knowing that this person is the boss, has been running this business for whatever, 20 years, so they must really know some things, and I need to understand what I can learn from them.
What did you learn from your boss?
Sure.